Kenner's Star Wars collection. The Darth Vader TIE Fighter.
Careful, Luke, we've got company.
X-Wing fighter and action figure sold separately. Batteries not included.
It's on our tail, Luke.
Darth Vader's TIE Fighter has flashing lights, action sound.
Luke's force is strong, but we've got him now. Oh, no, you don't. We've lost our solar panels. Perfect hit. I'll be back.
Kenner's Star Wars Darth Vader TIE Fighter. X-Wing fighter and action figure each sold separately. The new Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot from the Star Wars action figures collection, each sold separately.
I'm Jawa. Want to buy a droid? Sure, what you got?
It's the new R5-D4 and the power droid.
Sold.
And here's Greedo, Han Solo, and Walrus Man.
You've had it now, Solo. Yeah. Greedo, it's Ben Kenobi and his lightsaber. We're in trouble. Let's get out of here.
Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot, R5-D4, Greedo, and other action figures sold separately, new from Kenner. Now from Kenner's Star Wars collection, it's the Patrol Dewback action figures sold separately.
Let's find the droids, Dewback. Hi, R2.
You can imagine you're a stormtrooper on the Patrol Dewback, searching for R2-D2 and C-3PO.
Look both ways, Dewback.
By moving his tail, you can make Dewback's head turn left and right. You can move his legs, too.
He found us. Good work, Dewback.
The new Star Wars Patrol Dewback from the Star Wars collection. Action figures each sold separately by Kenner.
Escape pod landing. Where am I?
It's the new Star Wars Land of the Jawas that you put together. Action figures sold separately. You can move the action lever and make the Jawa capture R2-D2.
R2, are you all right? What are they doing to you?
You can raise the elevator and make R2-D2 disappear into the sandcrawler.
Hang on, R2. I'm right behind you. Me too.
Kenner's new Star Wars Land of the Jawas. Action figures each sold separately. It's Star Wars radio-controlled R2-D2. Two 9-volt and 2C alkaline batteries not included. You can make R2-D2 move, beep, and flash his light by wireless radio control.
Hey, let me try.
You can make R2 move forward,
Look out, Dad!
backward, turn and beep.
Hurry, turn, Dad.
Radio-controlled R2-D2, new from the Star Wars collection by Kenner. It's the Star Wars Land Speeder.
Wow, looks like it's floating. The sand people are coming. It's up to Luke Skywalker and his land speeder to get us out.
Action figures each sold separately. The Land Speeder has a snap-open space hatch, and Star Wars action figures R2-D2 and C-3PO fit right in back.
Hurry, they're dancing. Activate spring glide wheels. The Force goes with us. Yeah.
Kenner's Star Wars Land Speeder. Action figures each sold separately.
Bet you know what this is. It's the Darth Vader collector's case from the Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection. Inside, it's got room for your favorite Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back action figures. They fit? Yeah. There's Dengar, AT-AT Driver, Rebel Commander, Leia, and 2-1B. You can hold up to 31 action figures, each sold separately, and you can take them with you. Darth Vader collector's case. Action figures, each sold separately. From Kenner. Take away his laser pistol, Lobot. You'll pay for this, Lando Calrissian.
Han Solo and other action figures each sold separately.
Outnut, check the carbon freezing chamber. Ready, sir. Why did you do it? The Empire tricked me, Han. I had no choice. Prepare for freezing. Long live the Alliance. Goodbye, my friend.
Lando Calrissian and Han Solo, Ugnaught, and Lobot action figures each sold separately from Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection from Kenner.
Intruders in Cloud City. Touchdown and investigate.
From Kenner's Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection, Twin Pod Cloud Car.
Bespin Guard, who is she? I'm Princess Leia. I'm being followed, Lando. Quick, get in.
Lando Calrissian and other action figures each sold separately. You can open and close both cockpits and push the landing gear up.
Don't worry, they'll never catch you now.
Twin Pod Cloud Car from Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately from Kenner. From From Kenner Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection, Millennium Falcon that you put together, batteries not included.
Nice landing, Han Solo. Uh-oh, come on, Chewbacca. Stormtroopers are coming.
Action figures each sold separately.
Got him on radar. I'll fire the laser cannon.
There's even a hidden storage hatch.
Raise for takeoff. Jump to light speed. We're gone. On to the Death Star.
Millennium Falcon from Kenner Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection. Action figures each sold separately.
Here's the new Star Wars Death Star space station that you put together. Action figures each sold separately.
Darth Vader's firing a laser cannon. It's been hit. He's after Luke. Take the elevator. Hurry. Now cross the light bridge. You won't escape me. Jump, Luke. Oh, no. The trash compactor. There's a trash monster. The wall's closing. Saved.
Kenner's new Star Wars Death Star space station. Action figures each sold separately.
Laser guns. Test firing. Release landing gear.
From Kenner Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection, it's Rebel Armored Snowspeeder. Batteries not included.
You got my message.
C-3PO and Rebel Soldier action figures each sold separately.
We'll get you to safety. The Empire forces. We've got to escape.
Snowspeeder has laser guns with sound and light action.
Got him. Back to the Rebel base.
Rebel Armored Snowspeeder from Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection. Action figures each sold separately from Kenner.
Tauntaun. Tauntaun.
From Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection, it's Tauntaun.
My mission is urgent.
Tauntaun has removable reins and saddle. Action figures each sold separately.
Hail, Rebel soldier. Han Solo, help. Luke Skywalker's in danger.
Tauntaun's front and hind legs move.
Luke's okay. I found him. Our mission's complete.
Tauntaun from Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection. Action figures each sold separately from Kenner.
Your step must be quick. Your action, sure.
Yoda Puppet and the Force Lightsaber, each sold separately.
As you move your lightsaber, the sound of the Force moves with you. It can be a powerful friend. That is your first lesson. Learn it well. The Force is in my lightsaber. The Force is in all things, even you, my young Jedi.
The Force Lightsaber and new Yoda Puppet, each sold separately from Kenner Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection.
Yoda, AT-AT Driver, 41 action figures from Kenner Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection, each sold separately.
You can send for this new action figure survival kit free with 5 proofs of purchase from any Empire Strikes Back action figures. 12 accessories like Hoth backpack that fits on action figures sold separately. Offer expires May 31st, 1981. Details on specially marked packages at participating stores. Yoda, AT-AT Driver, and other action figures each sold separately from Kenner Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection.
TIE fighter attack. Sound battle alert.
It's Millennium Falcon. You have to put it together. And an Imperial TIE fighter. Batteries for each not included.
Fire laser. Secure the ship. Let's get out of here.
Ships and Han Solo action figure all sold separately.
He's on my tail. Hang on. Uh-oh. He hit an asteroid. Got him. Yeah.
Imperial TIE fighter, Millennium Falcon, and action figure all sold separately from Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection.
Activate meditation chamber.
From Kenner Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection, Darth Vader's Star Destroyer that you put together. Batteries not included.
Darth Vader's stronger now. He's got Luke.
Luke Skywalker. Action figures each sold separately. You can slide the viewing screen, turn Darth on the command bridge, and make Luke escape through the hidden hatch.
Test the laser cannon. We gotta find Luke. Come on.
Darth Vader's Star Destroyer from Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection. Action figures each sold separately from Kenner.
We gotta knock out the command post. Come on.
From Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection, Imperial attack base that you put together.
Stormtroopers behind that gun.
Chewbacca, Han Solo, and Imperial Stormtrooper action figures each sold separately. You can press the ice levers to pretend the mine explodes.
You okay? Yeah.
And make the bridge fall.
That was close. Command post in sight. Fire. Nice job.
Imperial attack base from Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back Collection. Action figures each sold separately from Kenner.
An all-terrain walker. It's invaded Hoth.
From Kenner's Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back collection, new Hoth ice planet that you put together. You can make the elevator go up or down.
Hoth.
New Imperial Stormtrooper, Rebel Soldier, and Han Solo action figures each sold separately.
Get him, Han.
When you push the action lever, Stormtrooper falls.
Now's my chance to sneak in. I'll cover you with the radar laser cannon.
Hoth Ice Planet from Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately. New from Kenner.
It's a Bespin Guard. Halt, strangers. Take us to Lando Calrissian. Follow me.
From Kenner's Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately.
I'm Lando. Who's there? Han Solo on a mission with a rebel soldier. What's your mission? We're fighting the Empire, and we need your help.
Han Solo, Rebel Soldier, Lando Calrissian, and Bespin Guard each sold separately. From Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection. New from Kenner.
Boba Fett, Darth Vader, Chewbacca, and 18 other action figures, all from Kenner Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection, each sold separately. At participating stores, you can check specially marked packages for details on how to get the secret figure. New Bosk, Alien Bounty Hunter, not available in stores yet, free with 4 proofs of purchase from any of the Empire Strikes Back action figures. Offer expires May 31st, 1980. Darth Vader, Chewbacca, Boba Fett, and other action figures, each sold separately. From Kenner Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection.
From Kenner's Star Wars collection, each sold separately. Large-sized Darth Vader with his lightsaber. Princess Leia, champion of the Rebel cause. With her defender, Luke Skywalker. You can swing him into action on his grappling hook. And load Chewbacca's laser crossbow. The Star Wars large-size action figures. Up to 15 inches tall. And ready for action. Large-sized Darth Vader, Chewbacca, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, each sold separately. New from Kenner. I feel safe here. Thanks to Lando Calrissian. Welcome to Cloud City.
From Kenner's Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection, action figures R2-D2, Luke Skywalker, and Princess Leia, each sold separately. And here's action figures Boba Fett, Darth Vader, and IG-88.
They can't escape us. I'll get the bounty. No, boss, I will. You've got your mission, men. Now, move out.
IG-88, Bosk, Lando Calrissian, and other action figures each sold separately. From Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection, from Kenner.
It's the Darth Vader collector's case from Kenner's Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection. You can display it or open it up into an action figure storage unit. It holds up to 31 action figures like Bosk, Lando Calrissian, and IG-88. Action figures each sold separately. There's even a handy chamber for accessories. And it's got a hidden handle, so you can take it with you. Darth Vader collector's case from Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection. Action figures each sold separately. New from Kenner.
It's the new Boba Fett Star Wars large-size action figure from Kenner. Darth Vader sold separately.
Capture them alive! I'm the best bounty hunter in the whole galaxy. That's why you got the job.
Boba Fett has a see-through helmet with play rangefinder to locate your objective. You can move his legs, knees, arms, even wrists and elbows. His backpack unit is removable.
You have your mission. Good luck. I don't need luck. I'm the best.
New Boba Fett Star Wars large-size action figure from Kenner. Darth Vader sold separately.
From Kenner, it's the Star Wars mini action figure collector's case. Action figures sold separately. The collector's case holds 24 Star Wars action figures, like Stormtrooper, R5-D4, and Snaggletooth. It comes with 2 plastic trays to keep them in, or you can turn the trays over and display all your figures in action poses. You can pack up Star Wars action figures and take them with you.
The Star Wars mini action figure collector's case. Action figures each sold separately from Kenner. It's the Star Wars Imperial troop transporter that you put together. Batteries not included. Stormtrooper sold separately.
What's that?
It's my troop transporter. It makes 5 more sounds, too.
R2-D2, where are you?
There's the laser cannon, stun gun, and Stormtrooper.
Did he say that?
Oh, Dad.
Star Wars Imperial troop transporter. Stormtrooper sold separately. New from Kenner. New new Star Wars radio-controlled Jawa sandcrawler.
Let's find some droids.
2 9-volt and 2 D batteries not included.
The Jawa's got the Death Star droid.
Action figures sold separately.
Up the elevator. He's in.
By radio control, you can make the sandcrawler travel almost any direction by going forward, backward, then forward again.
Now to find more droids.
Star Wars radio-controlled Jawa sandcrawler. Action figures each sold separately. New from Kenner.
Magamaru.
It's the Star Wars creature Cantina that you put together. Action figures each sold separately. You can make them move on revolving discs with the action lever. You can even make them fall.
Gotcha, Hammerhead. Got him. I told you not to follow me, Greedo.
You owe us money, Han Solo.
You're not going to collect this time. Wow, what a weird place.
Kenner's new Star Wars creature Cantina. Action figures sold separately.
I need another leg.
It's Kenner's new Star Wars droid factory that you put together to make your own droids. Jawa action figures sold separately.
Hey, I made R2-D2.
You can make your own droids or follow the droid maker blueprints. By switching different tops, arms, and legs, you can make hundreds of droids, up to 5 at a time. The movable crane swings parts where you need them. You can even make droids with wheels.
Gotcha.
The Star Wars Droid Factory. Jawa action figures sold separately. New from Kenner.
I'm after the Death Star plans.
Kenner's Star Wars large-size action figures sold separately with movable arms and legs. C-3PO, R2-D2, Han Solo and the Stormtrooper.
You'll never find the plan, Stormtrooper.
You can push R2-D2's secret button to open his hidden compartment.
Plans are safe and the Stormtrooper's gone. Thanks, Han. I didn't get this medal for nothing.
Large-size Stormtrooper, R2-D2, C-3PO, Han Solo, each sold separately from Kenner.